Steve Arajo,
Doug Koeppen
from the Bass Hang, and we're just bringing you different basses that we're geeking out on. And I'm not very familiar with this bass, and neither is Doug, so we're kind of, this is a little, this is like Jazz Odyssey. This is a little jazz exploration. A lot of improvising, kind of like,
Totally, yeah.
I've heard of the basses.
Yeah, I've heard of them, but I'm not really familiar. Italian maker, right?
Italian, exactly. Manne, M-A-N-N-E.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously an uber skilled luthier.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
Pretty beautiful. I don't know what this is. Maybe walnut.
I
Walnut-ish.
don't know. And there's this really lovely stripe right down the center here. Will the camera pick it up close?
No, but there'll be. I'll zoom in if
Okay.
you can see that underneath the A string. Basically, it's kind of like the side of a rosette, maybe.
Yeah,
like,
yeah, exactly.
Kind of like that on an acoustic guitar.
Yeah. It's very beautiful.
Kind of it's mosaic-ish like.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's looks like a thick top, a thick whatever walnut top.
Yeah, it's
something.
I'm used to seeing kind of thin slices on the top, but this is
That's pretty big.
It's a pretty thick top.
Yeah.
Do you know what that is? Is that maple or is that?
I don't
grain's
know.
Really straight on
The
it.
grain's straight on it, and it has a little bit of flaming. Yeah, we're very unprepared here, but
Oh yeah, it doesn't come with a.
it doesn't come with a description, but we just wanted to play it. So
Bolt-on neck.
yeah,
Nice. Whatever these are.
Allen wrench, Allen screws,
Right.
and they're probably brass inserts too.
Right.
I believe I read about that. The control cavity is pretty badass. So it's got this control cavity, but then it has an individual little thing for a battery.
So you don't have to take off. You don't have to take off the whole plate. Unscrew everything. You can just pop the door and replace your 9-volt.
So strings through the body with brass inserts, which is pretty darn cool.
Is that optional?
Yeah, it's optional.
Because this is not through the body.
Yeah, so you can either go right
Either
there
way.
in the bridge or through the body.
Cool.
Yeah.
And
Well,
do you know what the string spacing is on this?
It's
Doesn't
like,
look 19 to me.
no, it's like 18-ish.
Yeah.
18-ish. And if I'm correct, this is a phenolic fingerboard. I do know that.
Ah.
So phenolic is not wood. It's like it's basically a man-made.
Yeah. No pun intended.
No man. Yeah. Yeah. It's not wood. a hard plastic type of thing, maybe.
I think.
Yeah, man-made material kind of thing. Which instantly I would think not warm, but I don't know. Doesn't sound bad.
These strings sound a little old.
Strings are old. Strings are definitely old. So there's no zing per se, but I can still hear that modernish thing.
It's a good beat.
It's a good beat. Yeah, play it.
Even with dead strings.
It's a tight focused mid-rangey beat.
It is.
Huh.
Everything's flat, so both pickups in the center and nothing boosted or cut.
Yeah. It sounds like I have a 1990 Ken Smith, and this is reminding me of that when you were going up. Kind of that top end reminds me of a Ken Smith. I don't know why.
It's the mid-rangey
Yeah.
sound.
Yeah. And I'm not really sure what the pickups are. Or the preamp, it's just their own thing. Maybe I'll put them in the description. I don't know. This is an exploration.
24 frets.
Yeah. Right up Doug's alley. He likes those high melody lines.
Yeah, I like
very cool.
I like to imagine I can solo on the bass.
Matching headstock. Looks like a matching headstock.
Looks like a matching headstock.
Possibly the same. The neck is the other intriguing thing. So, I'm thinking this neck is ash. What do you
I'm
think?
gonna turn the volume up.
Yeah, turn the volume up. So
This
okay.
is an odd grain pattern for, yeah.
I'm thinking ash. Just guessing. And then it has this laminate strip in the middle. Kind of
Yeah.
reminiscent of the Kubiki basses. For me.
Oh, I didn't know they had that.
Kubiki had these laminate strips of 60, 70, 80 pieces of wood that were running this way.
Yeah.
And then they built a neck around it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, multi-ply, sort of plywood-ish, but high quality wood,
Yeah.
obviously, and something from the hardware store, but it's keeps. I'm sure it makes it really stiff neck. It's probably why it has that stiff kind of feel.
Yeah, and kind of a sleek headstock, Hipshot hardware, but that's interesting. That could be wrong, but that looks like ash, and then a tight ply something sandwiched.
Right. And while we're
sandwiched
here,
neck
on the backside,
yeah,
the strap button is on the backside of the body here, a little different. I haven't put it on.
And it is at the 12th fret, so it's going to hang.
It should hang nice.
It should hang nicely, yeah, a little bit, and then little kind of maybe steel or aluminum truss rod cover.
Mm-hmm.
And I have no idea what the strings are, or what I don't know. That's a tight B string, man.
Yeah, it is.
So that's both pickups. There's passive. That's passive, has a push-pull. Then active. Sounds pretty much the same, but now that's treble, mid-range, and then bass. How about bass and treble? Kind of big and round, right?
Yeah, scoopy.
Scoopy,
Like
and
it
then,
should
yeah,
Good, sounds good.
there's bridge and neck. I like that neck pickup. That's neck, that's bridge. Interesting, right?
Yeah.
Interesting. Here,
You can get a lot of sound. Okay, I'm gonna put even if I have to stand up and get
Yeah.
out of the picture, I want to see how this thing hangs.
See how it hangs. And I'm gonna have a sip of Barley Forge IPA.
I knew it would be an IPA.
Yeah, it's a good IPA.
Okay, it's a little lower than I would do it, but that's fine. Well,
Hangs okay.
yeah.
How is it weird with that strap button on the back?
You know,
Or
I
is
can
it-
sort of looks. I don't know if you can see this.
They'll be able to
You
see.
probably can't.
Yeah, they'll be able to see it there.
It sort of feels like the strap is pulling back. It would scare me a little bit without a strap lock.
And those are Jim Dunlop. They look like Jim Dunlop strap locks.
But it feels pretty comfortable, and it seems to stay pretty much in place. I mean, it's a hefty. It's a hefty guy.
It has a modern, to me, it has a modern sound.
It does.
Kind of like the Ken Smith thing. That's what it kind of reminds me of. And
That's
those are
good.
probably humbuckers. Sounds kind of big and round, humbucker-ish. So,
Neck's slightly chunky.
yeah,
Not huge.
I like the feel of the neck.
Yeah, not unmanageable at all, but it's kind of a flat profile, but it's, I don't know.
Big old frets, right?
Yeah, big frets. It's got big
Yeah.
frets.
For me, I need wider spacing. For you, you like that. You like the tighter spacing.
Good
Yeah.
access all the way up. You have to
Yeah.
stretch a little, but it's not bad.
Yeah. Doug's getting around very well on it. Like I said, I prefer a wider spacing. Not sure why, but it's clear all over. I mean, from low to high, it's clear, and it's. My assumption with a phenolic fingerboard would be automatic, not so good. I
wonder how much it affects it. You know, it's fretted.
Yeah.
Actually, I didn't even think about looking for dead spots.
He is the dead spot hunter. The C sharp? No.
See a little bit.
It's pretty
It'd be
good.
nice to have new strings.
Yeah.
I mean, this is the Fender area with a bolt-on. Most bolt-ons,
Yeah.
struggle here.
That's pretty good. And we're playing through a Form Factor BI 1000 head and a Form Factor 112 ceramic cabinet, Apogee mic 96K, and going right to my iPhone.
So, like, I'm just playing it now thinking, this is a bolt-on neck, and it feels and sounds like a neck through. I mean, every note, it just rings and
So-
rings and rings on every string. It doesn't matter where you go, that thing just holds. That's more of a neck through quality.
Could it be a humbucker thing too?
Do we have anything juiced?
Nothing. That's been flat.
Okay,
That's
so
flat.
let's go passive. Yeah, it could be. Sure.
Could be, because it doesn't have that. It doesn't have that growl, that single coil. I don't hear that. I hear a very roundish sound, which particularly me, I like a good mid-range, little growly punch.
I don't know. Even acoustically, I think it sings pretty well. Which is always a good sign.
Yeah.
It just has a very neck through kind of a quality.
Yeah.
But I'm sure the pickups, you know.
The construction is ridiculous on it. Top notch.
Definitely.
I mean, it's beautiful.
Definitely.
Really, really gorgeous, you know? I mean, you can just tell it's well made, and whoever, you know, the luthier is just, it's spot on.
Yeah. It's good bass.
And again, I will find out exactly what it is. I mean, it almost looks like, a light mahogany, but it's not, because I'll find out exactly what it is.
The website. I'm sure on their website they talk about it.
I'll find out. It looks like it has a little bit, but I'm thinking that's ash. I don't know. Ash neck with a laminate body and some form of walnutish top, and I'll find out. But
I've never heard of ash on a neck. That's be unusual.
I have.
Have you?
There's some guys that have made them, and I don't remember who, but there are some guys that have made ash necks, and I want to say it's MTD.
No
MTD
way.
has done ash necks. Ash, yes. Yep.
Why not? Right? You use them for the bodies.
Yeah. Yeah, there's been a couple of them. So,
Uh-huh.
all right. So assessment. What do you think, man?
Well, like I said, it seems it's a bolt-on that to me feels and sounds like a neck through.
Cool.
A lot of sustain.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know why the neck feels big to me, because when I look at it, it doesn't seem big. You know, it doesn't. It's fairly flat profile.
Yeah. I think it's the big frets, and it's I don't know, it's substantial, man. I mean, it's not total, like, you know,
right.
ripper thin. It still has,
That's
little, which I think for me,
You like that? I know.
I like it, but I'd like the fingerboard to be, I like 19.
Yeah.
18.5 or 19, and I'm good with it. But this is just a really well-made instrument.
Yeah.
Italian, great luthiery. Great luthiery.
Luthery?
Great luthier. So, anyways, all right.
M-A-N-N,
Good instrument.
right?
Manne.
Oh, really?
Man. Yeah, Manne.
Man.
All right, guys. Well, I hope you enjoyed it. Steve Arajo
I enjoyed it. Doug Koeppen.
from the Bass Hang, and we are two dudes,
One bass.
dos hombres y un bajo. Sorry. Anyways,
Right on.
maybe it's the Barley Forge IPA talking now. It could be. So, anyways, hope you guys enjoyed it. We'll see you guys next time. Bye.
Asta.
This is dramatic. This is gonna be drama. Drama.
Oh.
Total dramatic. And then end scene. Wait. I gotta press stop.
And cut.
I gotta press stop. I still haven't pressed stop.